sum of the dollar investments in each of the assets. So, not that. So I have assets A, B, C, D, and cash. Dollar invested. So these are my inputs. Total amount invested is basically some of those. Weights. Amount invested in that asset divided by total. We can express them as percent or decimals. Doesn't matter. Either way, they add up to 1. Okay. By definition, portfolio weights add up to 1. Now, nice thing about portfolios, we can calculate their return if we know the return to individual assets. Individual assets. Portfolio return is simply the weighted average of individual asset returns. So return on the portfolio equals weight of the first times return of the first, weight of the nth times return of the nth. Or in Excel, sum product of weights and returns sum product means you multiply every row and add the products. So let's add arbitrary returns. I'm going to pick random 5 numbers from here. It's not that random, but and portfolio return is simply sum product of the weights divided by returns. It's that simple. Now, uh, let's start thinking about what sort of things drive asset prices. I use the word asset as a generality. Obviously, when I say asset, you should think stocks, bonds, and other stuff. Normally, at least in what we call efficient markets, and we're going to talk about the meaning of those towards the end of the chapter, prices are moved only by news. So there are two types of news. Anticipated and unanticipated. If I know that tomorrow Google is going to announce an earnings that's $3.75. And if it actually comes up $3.75, absent any other news, is there any reason for Google stock to go up? And sometimes it still moves, but we'll come to that. But in a kind of perfect world, if I know it's going to happen and it happens, why would that change my opinion of Google as a company? I expected 375, I got 375. So that shouldn't make me either buy or sell the stock. But if I was expecting 375 and they announced $5, they earn a lot more than I thought they would. So I'm going to say, oh, maybe I should attach more value to this company. So as of now, it's cheap, so I'm going to go ahead and buy. Anticipated news should not move the markets. Only unanticipated or surprises should move the markets. And they should move them instantaneously. At least in perfect capital markets. That doesn't necessarily happen. For example, think about this is time. This is price. The stock of a company was going along in its merry path, and suddenly there is a big positive surprise. So in efficient markets, let me make that white. Price should move immediately, and in the absence of any other news, any other surprise, it should stay at that level. Now, this is perfect markets. Sometimes markets overreact. So the overreaction with the red. It jumps too much, then it gradually comes down to where it should be. The trouble is, if I know that market is overreacting, I can make money. I know it overreacted, so as soon as it jumped, I'm gonna short it. And when it comes to the price that it should be, I'm gonna buy it back. So overreaction means shorting after a positive surprise makes money. But sometimes markets underreact. Let's do that with a different color. It's going to actually show up well. How about green? No. Oh, it does show up well. You never know what shows up well over there. So it goes up. I don't want to go up that much. That means if you follow a positive surprise, you can make money. In fact, there's a well-known phenomenon. It's called positive earnings drift. If you follow the following strategy, every time there is a positive earning surprise, you buy that stock and you short, let's say, index.